It's Monday, the 14th of September.
It's the first day of Freshers Week.
We're coming to you live from the University of Exeter,
This is your unofficial guide to the university.
bringing you all of the highlights from across campus.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I'm Adam Smith,
And I'm Cara, Ludlow.
and this is Freshers Week Live. Good morning, Exeter University. The sun is shining. Well, it isn't. It may be a bit wet and windy, but that's okay because we're still being swept along with the excitement of the first day of Freshers Week, brought to you by XTV. Societies are setting up their stands and getting ready to attract the new generation of freshers.
That's right, 200 societies in fact. Everything from archery to the YMCA. They'll be setting up their taster sessions, their showcases to try and attract new freshers to their societies.
I hear it's fun to stay with the YMCA, but we didn't have a society that began with Z, did we?
No, we didn't actually.
You know what, that is probably a good thing because 200 societies is, it's certainly a lot to go through, and I don't think that I personally could, make the decisions of what's going on, especially since there's so many great activities going on.
Absolutely.
And that's where we come in, because we're going to give you the best rundown of what to do at university during Freshers Week and how to make the most of it. And of course, if you want to get involved with the show yourself, well, you can. You can tweet us at XTV Online, using Twitter, obviously, or you can drop us a message on Facebook, www.facebook.com/XTVOnline.
And remember, if you want to get involved in our own society, you can win this very prestigious and professional-looking clapperboard. And there will also be a studio tour just after the show at 11 a.m, just around the corner from the Ram Bar in the Technology Lab. Just come along and we'll give you a little tour.
Indeed we will. But first, let us go back to the previous weekend as we see people, trying to get accustomed to their university, trying to get accustomed to their new halls. We will be going very shortly into our moving in weekend.
We will indeed.
But, did you have I don't think we had any issues when we were moving in, did we?
No, I didn't have too many. I think the welcome team were very helpful. That was all great.
And we'll be talking to them very shortly.
We will indeed.
But first of all, let's go to the moving in weekend that took place Saturday and Sunday.
So we're joined by Izzy, a geography student who's just moved in. How have you found it?
Yeah, not been too bad. Managed to kind of unload everything quite easily. So, and where will you be staying this year?
Ransom Picard.
Nice. You excited about moving in?
I'm really excited.
What's your name?
Christian Buckle.
Hello, Christine. And what are you excited about next week for Freshers?
Just excited about meeting a lot of new people, making some friends, yeah.
What is it that you were looking forward to most about actually coming to uni?
Meeting new people, having a good time. What are you planning on doing on Freshers Week?
I don't actually really know yet. I'm just kind of gonna see what my flatmates are doing, and I want to join some societies.
Oh, well, I'd have to recommend to you Unit 1. That's like the livest place in town.
Unit 1. What's that?
It's just like, it's like a clubbing concept. So, it's just really exciting.
Clubbing concept.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't really know myself. That's what it says on the website.
What is the one thing you've brought with you that you couldn't have left home without?
Something really embarrassing, probably like cuddly toy from like being a baby or something.
It's not embarrassing, that's really sweet.
Probably lots of photos, kind of to cover my room with, maybe.
I know, I'm a boy, I shouldn't say, it's probably photos of my family, that's the kind of thing that
I think that's quite nice.
it would help me out initially. My bass guitar, because I love that.
Sarah, do you know anyone coming here already?
No, absolutely none, so it's all very new.
So I'm here with the President of the United States.
Oh, no, not the United States. The Guild?
How's it been so far?
I think it's been great so far. I've actually stayed for one night already, and it's been really, settling in has been really easy.
Could you bust out your best dance move for me right now?
No, I can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, go on, show us this. Pull us off. Oh my god.
What do you think of the campus?
It's really nice. It's like a little village, like a little home already, and it's
It's very nice.
And Michelle, how does it feel to be the president this year?
Oh, Laura Jane?
Laura Jane, sorry, yes. You're not Michelle Obama?
Oh no, sorry. Again, not the United States, the Guild.
Well, how are you feeling about having like new housemates and going out and making friends in Freshers? You're a bit nervous, or are you excited?
I'm definitely nervous, but excited as well. I think it'll be really good.
So what's your game for Freshers Week? How are you looking to pull?
Just get really fucked up, and hopefully that just attracts people to me. And then from there, just let it go on naturally.
So that's one down for beer goggles.
And what are you looking forward to most about Freshers Week?
The events that are on. I can't wait to go to them.
Thanks a lot, guys.
No drinking underage. No drugs.
No drugs.
No drugs. All right.
Thanks, Scott.
Well, I think that sums up very well the difficulties of moving into Exeter University.
I agree, and we are here with some people that are going to try and make those difficulties, well, a little bit less difficult. We are here with Holly, Lindsay and Will Short from the Welcome Team. How are you guys doing?
I'm good, thank you.
So, what sort of difficulties? I mean, already you've started as your role as the Welcome Team. What difficulties have you faced already over the past couple of days that Freshers Week has started?
I think probably the biggest difficulty we've had so far is moving people into blocks without lifts.
Oh,
we help them up with bags and stuff, and if they're on the top floor and it hasn't got a lift, that can be a bit challenging sometimes.
4 flights of stairs when you're doing them.
They're very long.
50 times a day.
So you've also been helping with the carrying, building up the muscles, that sort of thing?
Yeah.
Because
Calves
if
have
they
been
needed
and
building
the
up.
biceps are going.
You ever had to like sort of embarrassingly carry something that they probably didn't want you to see? Like,
Cuddly toys. There's lots of bags
always
of cuddly
cuddly
toys. And students aren't great when the parents hand those over to you.
The worst is when you get a dad who really doesn't want you to help, so you use like a pillow, and you're like,
this is my child, I will sort this.
I'll take the pillow up for you then. Thanks guys.
Really made to feel, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what other things do you guys do, as well as obviously like helping people up with their cuddly toys into their rooms, or being restrained from helping? What other things do you do?
So already we've been on nights out. So we did the Lemmy on Saturday and I think all of town last night.
Yeah.
So if people get lost or have a bit too much to drink, which doesn't happen very often, we'll sort of help them and get them home either through walk homes or in a state patrol van. Or
well, obviously we'll be going to the Lemmy a little bit later. But what is the worst thing that has happened while you've been on those nights and like the nights out over the past weekend? Like anything terrible you can tell us that's still PG?
The funniest thing that I saw was the keys are given out at Cornwall House in like white tents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I saw a couple of people sort of on the floor by this white tent, and I thought, oh dear, we've got a bit of a situation.
Yeah.
It turned out they were trying to steal Freshers t-shirts.
From the tent.
Oh, the much coveted Freshers t-shirts, obviously.
Most embarrassing was they were third years. And one of them was in my seminar this year, so that was...
Sounds like they're just pining for
their
earlier years. They don't want to face the third year.
Don't want to go out into the rest of the world. What other events? Because obviously the Welcome Team hosts their own events as well as taking care of people that are out. What sort of events do you guys have coming up, like on this coveted week?
Well, we've had welcome drinks in the Ram and other places over the weekend as well. And we also do tours around campus and stuff, trying to get the students familiar with their new home, basically.
And we do like trips to the Quay, shopping trips, so we get on the bus and go down to big Tesco's.
Is that on the Guild's budget, or is that...
It's... The Welcome Team travel is obviously reimbursed because we're volunteers, but the students have to buy a bus ticket. But I think it's £2 for a day rider or something.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping I could pretend to be a fresher, try and find one of the Guild's credit cards, and get myself all the stuff that I need.
You don't get your food paid for either, sadly. But I think we're doing a fancy dress shopping trip at some point this week.
Oh, that
so
sounds
if
great.
you need fancy dress, guys, we can show you where to go.
What are you going as well?
I think we're Burke's ballerinas this year.
Oh,
as well.
really?
Social stuff.
Beautiful.
I've got to get a tutu from somewhere.
Well, I hope you have better luck dressing up than I did. I went to in my Freshers Week 2 years ago, I went to an English sort of social, and it was dressed up as like your favourite book character, and I really went all out. Phantom of the Opera had the mask, hat, everything. I was the only person that had gone to that, and barely anyone turned up, certainly not in costume, so I eventually ended up I left them, went on the night out anyway, dressed as the Phantom of the Opera, and I don't know if I should be proud or, embarrassed by that.
I'm sad I haven't got any fancy dress stories. I obviously missed out. Maybe I should go to one of the Welcome Team events.
You have to
try and
build
get a
up,
crazy story on my fancy dress
definitely.
shopping trip.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people because obviously they're going to be taking advice from, their parents, their friends, like, what would you say is, the grizzled veterans of Exeter University to new students?
I think just approach Freshers Week with like an open mind. Like, don't be scared to go and try new things. I've been saying to the students, like, if none of their flatmates want to go to an event, just go along anyway, and they'll have fun and they'll get to meet loads of new people. So just like go with an open mind.
My biggest thing is Freshers isn't the best week of your life. Everyone says it's going to be a great week, and it is a great week. But don't panic if you don't meet your new best friend, you don't meet your new boyfriend or girlfriend, and you don't sort of sort your house out in Freshers Week, because it's not there for that. It's just to meet new people and to have a good time. But I mean, I've had much better weeks after Freshers Week.
What week would you say is the best week? Because I've got an idea that it's sort of like week 3, where you've done Freshers Week, then you've got over the inevitable Freshers flu in the next, and everyone's coughing up in lectures. But then week 3, you're sort of settled in and you're healthy again. So that kind of helps.
I think the best week for me has always been term 2, the week exams have just ended.
Oh,
Because then
yeah,
you know
yeah,
a lot
of
of
course.
people,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone's quite keen for either going out or like going on trips to the quay or doing something.
And especially when
that's
you're a
nice.
fresher in term 2, it doesn't really matter on that.
As long as you get 40% freshers, that's all you need.
Good advice, team.
I think term 1 though, I find that house parties are much better in term 1, because by term 2 everyone has had so many and it only turns into pre-drinks. So I'd say definitely take advantage of term 1 house parties.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a big thing.
Although you don't have to drink to have fun.
Of course.
It helps. No, it's okay. We've got some alcohol awareness features coming up later in the week to tell people, don't kill your liver. You will need it by the rest of the week.
Absolutely. So also, of course, coming up in a little while, we've got our Agony Aunt James Fenn. So it's been great talking to the Welcome team, but obviously if you've got anything else you can ask, you will be able to ask our Agony Aunt a little bit later on.
Yes, we will. But first of all, we have a few more things to go to going out throughout the rest of the show. We have our Agony Aunt, we have a little bit of a feature on mine called Washing with Adam, and that's a highlight to go to. But for now, we have something else.
I'm Helena Leslie,
And I'm Matt Whittle.
and we're here with Jess. And what societies are you guys thinking of joining this year?
There's so many, I haven't had a proper chance to look at all of them. Yeah, a bit overwhelmed. I want to join sailing, so I may be rowing.
That's awesome. How was moving in? Was it okay?
Yeah, I still haven't completely unpacked. I'm kind of living out my boxes at the moment still, but yeah. Yeah, it was good. Flatmates came down to help me unpack my car and everything, so it's good.
And obviously, like when you get your Nando's, do you get like a half chicken or a full chicken? Do you share a platter? What sort of spice do you go for? I go for lemon and herb. Yeah. It's too much otherwise, too much. But I like to have a bit of a medium sauce on, maybe some garlic dressing. What do you guys think?
Spicy rice.
Spicy rice.
It's all about spicy
Good
rice.
choice.
Yeah. The lemon one, yeah.
For sure. So how's everything been so far? Everything is going well?
It's going good. Yeah. Awesome.
And could we finish some song lyrics as part of a game? Are you guys okay with that? Okay, so I'll start. All right. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna turn around and
Desert you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm walking on
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Good. You got it down, guys.
I was a bit shaky.
Okay.
One more song.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
Don't wanna fall asleep because I miss you, babe.
And I don't wanna miss a thing. Well,
Oh, that was good. That was good. All right. Will Smith. We'll give Will Smith. All right. Wiki Wild Wild West. Jim West. Desperado. Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. 6 gun in this.
yeah, no one knows this song. So
Wild
thank
Wild
you,
West
Matt.
by Will
Thank you
Smith.
for that.
Wild Wild West.
Anyway,
A seminal classic 90s song, guys. Like Jesus.
okay, thank you so much for talking to us today, and I hope you have a fantastic year. That's it from us.
Yeah, whatever. You need to learn your Will Smith, seriously.
Just ignore him. He's silly.
Well, thank you very much, Matt and Helena. I personally very much enjoyed that rendition of Wild Wild West. I know it, even if no one else does. What do you guys think? The music choices. Good? Bad? What do you
Ugly? Ugly? No, very good. Reminded me of cheesies.
Get out. So, what do you think you should be saying to people that are feeling like a little bit homesick when they're coming?
My biggest bit of advice has been like, use Skype and FaceTime, but get to know the people around you, because they will become like your family for the year or 3 years if you choose to live with them for the next couple of years. So get to know them. Generally, most people are in the same boat as well.
Yeah.
Even if people are a bit like, oh, I'm grown up, I'm not homesick, they will feel it at some point, or they already are, and they're sort of putting up a bit of a I'm too cool for this front. So just get to know people, get to talk to people. No one is going to be like, no, don't talk to me, I don't like people. Everyone's sort of naturally friendly, I think. So.
Yeah, and I guess especially that might be quite relevant to international students maybe that are also struggling with the homesickness, but as well as that, you know, maybe adjusting to the UK itself. What advice would you give to international students?
Me again, right?
Go on,
one of my biggest things for them is like get some sleep, because jet lag as well. You've got
that's
everything.
Yeah.
I lived with a guy from Singapore in my first year. He turned up with a rucksack, and that was it. So he had to go into town and buy all his plates and bed sheets and stuff, like on the first day.
Oh my god.
Which was horrible for him. So a couple of us went and helped him. But yeah, he then just slept for like a week. And so we didn't really get to know him until after Freshers Week. But my advice is people will still want to get to know you, but recover, like get yourself in a way that you want to
That does sound like really good advice there. Do we have anyone that could give us some good advice?
I believe we do. I would imagine that as great as the welcome team have been,
And they are very great, yeah.
Our seasoned agony aunt, Mr. James Fenn, would be a great person to go to in a little while, don't you think?
We just had to have someone to, you know, rival you. I don't think XTV would be really pulling our weight if we didn't grab one of our little members to give us the lowdown, answer any questions that any freshers might have.
And we didn't have the welcome team, obviously we didn't have our own personal member of the welcome team, so we have to go over to Mr. James Fenn.
Thanks, Adam and Cara. My name's James Fenn. I am an agony aunt, apparently. Our first question comes from Presley. He's from the Isle of Wight. He says, I'm really nervous about making friends at university. What are the best ways to meet people? Well, Presley, don't worry, everyone's in the same boat as you. Everyone's looking to make friends, so just try talking to people. You can talk to people in your halls, your course mates. If you join any societies or sports teams, talk to them as well. Hey, what's the worst that can happen? You get socially rejected, but there'll always be more friends. Hey, back to you, Adam and Cara.
Welcome back, and we are now here with the SAB officers. We're here with Katie O'Connor and Bethan Jones, so welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? Bright and early, I must say.
Yeah, it's all right, actually. We've had a long weekend with arrivals and the first couple of nights out for Freshers Week. So yeah, I think just getting into it today with the official start of Freshers Week. So yeah, it's all looking good in the forum, and hopefully the rain won't have put too many freshers off. So
no, it looks really busy and it looks really impressive.
Yeah, I think we've got about 890 events across the week. So it's about 200 up on last year. So it's going to be really busy. But we're really looking forward to it, hoping it all goes well.
Okay, fantastic. So just because people might not know, obviously they're all freshers, they don't know. What is a SAB? What is like your guys' role essentially?
So we were elected to represent the student body basically to the university and make sure that all student views heard, and also running the guild, student union, student guild.
Yeah, so we've each got different roles. So Bethan's VP Education and I'm VP Activities. So there's also VP Welfare, Naomi Armstrong, and the President, Laura Jane Tiley.
Who is not the President of the United States, for those keeping an eye on at home, that Matt Whittle mistook her for.
No, she isn't, but yeah, she's...
almost as important.
Yeah, she is.
I'd say more. I'd say more.
Yeah, definitely if you're a student here at Exeter, then she's definitely an important person to know. Yeah.
And maybe the other SABs as well. Can you give us maybe like a bit of a rundown on their roles as well as your own?
Yeah, so my role as VP Activities encompasses activities and volunteering, as well as employability. So I'm kind of oversee and deal with any matters to do with employability and encourage the university on all matters to do with that. And also democracy, so student elections, student ideas, and any other things that are going on to do with policy and guild council, that kind of thing. Shall I talk through Naomi's?
Go for it.
Yeah. Cool. So Naomi as VP Welfare and Diversity, God, it covers such a breadth of things, but she talks
quite a diverse range, you might say.
Yeah, you might say. Yeah, so there's loads of different things in there. Gosh, it's quite hard to describe like someone else's role. Isn't it?
You've done very well. You've done very well.
But yeah, so she talks to the university a lot about the wellbeing services and also works alongside Advice Unit, which is the student guilds, and support network, which is really, really good. And if any student needs any advice, then I definitely point them in that direction. And then Laura Jane, as president, leads the team, leads the guild, and she works a lot with the university on more of the strategic kind of overarching things, would you say?
Yeah, I would. Do you want to do my role as well?
No,
Are you
go on.
here?
You've got the practice now.
Yeah. So I'm Vice President of Education, which means like basically anything to do with your degree, essentially. All things education, but specifically within the guild, oversee a lot of the academic representation, subject chairs, college officers, that kind of thing.
So where would people be able to like find you if they're looking for you around campus, or is there a particular hub that you guys?
The big
sort of
orange office in Devonshire House. There's Sam on it. It's very subtle.
Okay, so
did you guys choose that colour as well?
So yeah, obviously for people that don't know, Devonshire House is the one with all the bean bags in, you know, just downstairs from where we are actually in the forum lab. But yeah, so very shortly, is there something you're particularly looking forward to on campus?
On campus? Oh, this year
In a
or
word.
this week?
In a word. In this week.
The buzz.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to having it back. We've been here since July,
Yeah.
so it's been really quiet. So really looking forward to having
been waiting for
thousands of
this week.
students. Yeah.
What about you, Beth?
Just like everything, I love Freshers Week. I've loved it like from first year to now, and just so excited.
Well, obviously there is a lot going on and a lot to choose from. And to give you the long and the short, this is the morning report.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Exeter. By now, you've probably had the chance to check out your Freshers Week pack, and you might be feeling a little overwhelmed by everything Exeter has to offer. With that in mind, I'm here to talk you through some of the events happening this week. This is the morning report. To get you started, the Welcome team has loads of events to help you settle into university life. If you're running low on food or want help completing the first of many shopping trips, then why not join them on the Big Shop at the local Tesco? If you prefer to get to know some of Exeter's more iconic sites, perhaps you'd rather go with them to explore the quay at 2:30. If sports are more your ballgame, then check out all the AU stalls that will be in the forum today. They'll tell you how you can get involved with Exeter sports teams. And you'll also have the opportunity to sign up for trips with the canoeing and climbing clubs, or get your blood pumping with Body Sock's Body Blast Taster Session in the Lemon Grove from 10 till 11. If you're interested in the glamorous world of student media, then head down to the M&D room at 2 for Meet the Media. This is your chance to speak to the heads of Exeter's student newspaper, TV and radio stations and find out how you can get involved. Also, keep an eye out for XTV's green screen in the forum. Like music, like cake. Head to Cornwall House Room 3 at 11 if you'd like to join Folk Society's Scratch Band. That's music and a band made from scratch. Or, if singing is more your style, then perhaps you'd like to try A Cappella Society's Classical Taster in the University Chapel at 2 o'clock. For those with a penchant for drama, but like to have a musical theatre performance workshop, and Theatre with Teeth are putting on a devising workshop. Check out your Freshers Pack for more details. Finally, if you would like to learn some useful first aid for those late night trips, then join Exeter Links in the forum for Save a Life September, where they'll be teaching you some life-saving skills. Or if you'd like to learn more about Exeter's Health and Wellbeing Society, join Mind Your Head for some free tea and coffee at Boston Tea Party at 1. Of course, these are only some of Monday's highlights for Freshers Week. Check back in tomorrow for more. And take a look at your Freshers Pack or the Guild website for more information on the massive range of activities you can do this week. In the meantime, I'm sending you back to Cara and Adam in the studio for the rest of Freshers Week Live. See ya!
Welcome back. We are still here with Bethan Jones and Katie O'Connor. But can I just remind you that you can always send us a message at XTV Online on Twitter, or you can drop us a message on our Facebook page.
Yeah. How are you guys doing so far? What do you think is the best and worst thing about being a SAB?
The worst thing is a big banner in the forum. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah. They put posters of you like all around now.
I know. We're just like every time we turn around, it's like, oh, that's me. Best thing is just the exciting things that you like. It's never different every day. It's never the same. Every day is different. So it's really exciting always.
So what sort of the stuff like from the one day to another like?
Lots of emails. And then like just chatting to students basically is the crux of what we do, I guess. Like making sure we represent all students instead of just what we think is best.
Katie, what's your best and worst?
I can't really think of a worst
thing. Oh, come on, this is where we get you to rip on the No, give us the juicy secret.
I don't really know what the worst thing is. I suppose, gosh, this is so much. Because we know how quickly it's going already, I think just making sure we can do as much as possible is probably the worst thing, because you've got this kind of
You've always got a ticking clock sort of thing.
That, you need to get in as much as possible. But yeah, I think the best thing is probably just how varied the day is. And I mean, we've got over 230 societies, so from my point of view, as well as all the other stuff. So, I mean, every day there could be a different society messaging me with something different going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there really is never one day the same, which is really nice. It keeps you on your toes. I've never been bored, which is really nice. And yeah, it's such a good place to work, especially being a student for 3 years and kind of knowing my way around, kind of seeing that other side of it is just brilliant.
Which society is your favourite?
Well, I don't really have a favourite anymore. I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible because they're all great.
XTV though.
Well, you mentioned the amount that you have to talk to all the freshers, or enjoy talking to all the freshers, of course. So if you had to tell a fresher what the product that you can't live without, that you should definitely bring to university with you or go out and buy, what would it be?
Okay.
It's quite a big question.
Yeah.
I would say, this is quite difficult, a toasty maker. Yeah, which is a bit of a strange one, but I just thought probably every lunchtime of Freshers here, I made a toasty. And it's like a great thing to do if you've just got bread and cheese. You can just make a meal. And if you're in Cater Halls, you can kind of just put one on the go. They're just brilliant. And who doesn't like a cheese toasty? So yeah, that would probably be mine.
I can agree with that, definitely.
I don't know.
That's quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't think of one.
We kind of you got to hope, especially on the food stuff, that it's a good toastometer. One of my housemates bought an egg poacher that said that he had some. It would take him 6 minutes to poach an egg. My other housemate made his meal, went upstairs, got a beer, and watched like an hour-long TV show. Came back downstairs, that egg poacher was still going. So if you are going to get a toasty maker, make sure you go for something that's good.
Yeah, look at the reviews. Make sure you've got a good one. Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah, definitely.
And what would you say is the biggest skill you've developed being a Sab, and throughout university really as well, because it all ties in. Lying to freshers, telling me it will all be okay. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. Probably it will all be okay. First off, probably for me is in my third year, I doubted how much I'd actually learned, and then I helped out with the interviews for first years and realised actually how much you have grown, and you're able to argue your own ideas, and whether that be in an essay or a seminar, or if you're having a discussion with your friends, and kind of becoming a bit more independent and just kind of saying what you think and what you want to do, which is really helpful.
Yeah. What do you think, Bethan?
Probably just like public speaking, I guess, like having the confidence to do that kind of thing. I would never run. If someone told me that I was going to run for SAB when I just left school, I would have been like, no, it's not going to happen. But I guess just growing confidence and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not very good at public speaking still, but I'm better than I was.
That's true. I really hate, speaking in front of an audience. You would never get me to do that in a million years. Do something I know in front of cameras. You couldn't get me to do that at all.
I suppose if there were an audience on the camera,
Well, how do you think then that looking back, university has actually maybe changed your expectations?
I think I just know there's more. So I think there's that thing at school where you've got very fixed ideas about what jobs are available, and then when you're at university, you actually realise there's so much you could do, and like even in one job there's all the areas you could go into and places you could go and get a job. So yeah, probably the breadth of stuff.
Yeah, that's similar. Yeah, just like knowing that you can kind of do whatever you want to do. You're not like just confidence again, like growing confidence and doing lots of different things that you never thought you would do.
So is that sort of what you'd say is like your piece of advice, like for freshers to take away, especially by the end of that week? Like just remember, you will get your voice out there.
My bit of advice would be get involved personally, because I think the reason that I came to this point is because I did, like for my first Freshers Week, I just went to all the taste sessions. I did as much as I could. Freshers year, put the old maths degree on the back burner a little bit and did as many societies as I possibly could.
Well, look, I imagine that'll certainly help, like with their freshers managing their like sort of expectations versus reality. And certainly that's something that XTV has taken a lot to think about, because we have made a set feature ready for you that we will be going to right about now.
This is Andrew, adorable little thing, isn't he? And he's just about to start a little thing called university. University can be a scary prospect for some. The idea of meeting new friends, having new experiences, skipping lectures after long nights of drinking wine and reading poetry with friends. And, after long nights of getting absolutely slaughtered. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that university isn't all that it's cracked up to be, or at least, not what you may have been expecting. Your room may be every bit as cramped as you were expecting, but maybe you weren't quite expecting to find yourself having to bring more and more things from home with each successive trip, just to make it feel more homely. And no, you can't bring your mum just so she can cook all your meals. On that note, so some of you might actually be quite adept in the art of cooking, and some of you may not be. First off, make sure how to use the damn thing. Nope. Wrong again, my friend. Undercooked and overcooked is a fine line. Fortunately, there is a solution. Now, say it with me. Go on. Tesco value noodles. 20p a pack. Yes, it really is that simple. And the good news is, Tesco Value nutritional noodles cover all your benefits and needs, so you can exclusively eat them and nothing else. Your flatmates will be your best friends almost immediately, but they probably won't stay your friends for very long.
Oh, Jesus.
However, before long you'll be settled and ready to enjoy your journey at university. Savor it now before you graduate to get a job. Unless you're doing this degree, of course.
Well, thank you very much to our very own Andrew Holland for helping us with that. Guys, what do you think? Good advice there given?
Good advice, I think, although don't just eat noodles. I think you'd probably start to look like a noodle if you ate them all the time. But it is a great idea, actually. Yeah, okay. Quick and easy.
That is a good point. So we're going to go to a quick fire word association round, if you're ready.
Okay.
You ready for this? You guys prepped?
I think we're ready. We can do it.
Okay. So our first word is guild.
Cool. First thing was Sab.
No.
That's
Okay.
in my mind.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
So if we do it the other way, and my word is Sab, what comes to mind?
Oh, I don't know. When you say it, I'm like, yeah, next one.
Okay. Exeter.
Green.
Oh.
How about president?
Legend.
Yeah, well, in my head, I could just think of Lord Jane.
Okay.
Well, that's her name, so it's good to know.
That's a good association there. Freshers.
Busy.
Good luck.
That's 2 words, disqualified. No. Spiders.
How about...
Scary.
Oh,
They're so
yeah, no, I get that as well. What about chocolate?
Great.
Yum.
Yeah.
Arena.
Unit 1.
I thought that as well.
That's
How about Lemmy?
Saturday.
VK.
Never had a VK at the Lemmy.
What? Really?
Sorry, am I missing out on something?
Yeah. Well, no, there are other drinks, and you don't have to drink.
You don't have to drink.
But yeah, lots of people would love to go to the Lemmy and have VKs.
You would know, you were working
there.
What about Polish vodka?
Is this word association?
I have to, well, Polish vodka, I have to say, is what I drank when I first went to Lemmy on my very first time. It's technically not allowed in this country. My friend brought it back for me. And it hit me very, very hard. And I had to go back to a flatmate's in Lafrauda and essentially just, like, I think I cleansed my entire body.
Oh,
I'm
God.
surprised I have organs from So if you're thinking of something to associate with Polish vodka, don't associate with Polish vodka. It's really what we're going for here. Yik Yak.
Exeter.
Yeah.
We do have a good Yik Yak game here, don't we?
Yeah, it's really strong actually. Yeah.
How about manifesto?
Promises.
Scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
And presenters.
XTV.
Well, speaking of banter, we're going to go to our very banterous other presenters that are still in the form. We have Matt Whittle and Helena Leslie ready to get all the lowdowns from the freshers that are still getting used to it. Hopefully they won't try and embarrass them too much, but we can only hope. Makes good footage. Here we go.
So we're back in the forum. I'm Helena Leslie.
And I'm Matt Whittle.
And we have both a welcome team member and a fresher with us. What's your names, guys?
One Simon.
And I'm Cara.
Awesome. So what sort of activities have you been getting up to as part of the welcome team?
So over the weekend, we've been moving people into their accommodation. During the week, we'll be on campus showing people around. And in the evening, we'll be outside the nightclubs, making sure everyone gets home safely.
And will you be one of those people?
Getting home safe, hopefully.
So, guys, I'm just wondering what kind of like dance moves you're thinking will be good for the clubs, because like I like to do like a bit of like a, and then go over and then bring it around. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
Okay, don't worry. But he likes to flip the coat quite a lot.
Yeah, I like to
do a
like,
bit
you know,
of a,
just
yeah, it's a move.
you know,
I'm
get
not
it,
sure if it's gonna
get all
get
going
any
down.
love, but
Oh,
not
no,
sure.
it's getting so much love. I mean, Helena loves it. I'm sorry, Matt. So, is there any moves that you think you could pull for us right now that would be super sweet?
Oh no, I don't think so. I've been told I dance like my dad, but I had a chat with my mum and she said, "Nah, your dad dances better." So.
My dad does the head bob. This is his move.
Yeah.
You
Nice.
know?
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
classic.
I used to have a mate who did the finger. He'd go to raves and he'd just do that. And I'm,
Yeah, that's a new move.
Lots of.
What's the top
carry
5
turns.
dances you've seen?
Not really sure. There was some good moves being pulled in the Lemmy last Saturday night. Had a lot of stuff going on there. But normally it's just kind of like moving on the spot. They're so crowded over Freshers, the nightclubs. I don't know if you've noticed that.
So I think we've got another game that we'd like to test on you guys, and that is finish the song lyrics. How do you guys feel about that? It's gonna be a good one. Helena, you want to start off?
I do. We are the
champions.
Yeah, you got it. You got it down pat.
Okay, right. I stay out too late, dun, 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 got nothing in my.
Sorry.
Do you know this one? I know the song, but not the next line. It is, yeah, but shake it off. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, okay.
We've got a big one here.
Oh, another one. All right. Wiki Wild Wild West, Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. 6 gun in this. Buffer running this.
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
Buffalo Soldier. Look, it's like I told
Kanye,
you.
yeah.
It's Kanye Wild West. Yeah.
Will Smith.
It is Will Smith. Yes.
Well done.
Amazing. Awesome. All right. One more song.
Oh, girls just wanna have
Fun.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Got it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you. It was really nice to talk to you both.
Yeah. Cheers. Have a really good week, guys.
You guys have a good day.
We will. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Matt and Helena. Remember, we're still here with the Sabs. And I just wanted to ask you guys, speaking of different songs, if the Sabs had to have like a theme tune, what do you think it would be?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it would be Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Or Black Magic.
Or Black Magic by Little Mix, which is probably Bethan's favourite song at the minute.
Just play it all the time in the office and annoy everyone.
Yeah, so yeah, I've been going to sleep kind of still with it in my head.
If it had to be a Taylor song, which one would it be?
Difficult. Yeah, you can't choose between them.
It would just be a Taylor album or something.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
just be like a playlist.
Constantly,
It just never
yeah.
stops.
I think Shake It Off was like the Welcome Team sort of like theme, wasn't it? From the amount of stuff they got on their shirt
Yeah,
like
I
last
think
year.
so I think it's quite nice for them to I suppose shake it off at the end of the week, what they've had to deal with, because it's a big week for them. So.
I have so much admiration for them. It's like just crazy. Like just that we yesterday and the day before with the rivals, we were going from halls to halls, basically kind of boosting morale a bit as well. But like they were more happy than we were. They were so cheerful and just like so welcoming.
Well, I don't actually know how that song goes. You got me there? You know, can you do a bit of rendition? Yeah.
Well,
you
speak.
Maybe like the chorus. Just like a bit of the chorus.
It goes.
I stay here till late. Wait, is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Come on, let me go.
Can everyone join in?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, should we carry on?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
keep
no,
moving.
no, no,
That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many days.
What is it?
that was
it's
that
all
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, I've got to say, if you ever are in the Ram on a Friday and you need to do ramioke, then that's what you should
Taylor
do.
Swift's the one to go for.
And by the end of the year, as it's like your theme song now, obviously you're going to know like all the words. So next Freshers Week.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely. We'll be on it.
That's absolutely fantastic. We hope you do make a video. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for the Sabs for the moment. But we are going to... Did you enjoy the singing? Did everyone enjoy it? We hope that you did at home, as we take you very shortly to our very next feature, which I believe is us at the Lemmy.
Indeed. Do you guys like the Lemmy?
I love the Lemmy. Who doesn't?
Let's find out.
Hello, I'm Rosie Smedley and I'm here in the notorious campus club, the Lemmy. We're going to interview some drunk freshers. Let's go. So what's your favourite song? What do you want them to play in the Lemmy for you tonight?
I don't know, because I'm American, I would say some like American rap. I hope it never come out, but I'm in love with the coco. Got it for the Lolo.
Lolo. So have you got like a move that you're going to do if you make the club? Because look at the queue.
This is the dance of my people. The dance of my people.
Go for it. Knock us out. Hiya, I'm here with the President of the United States.
Oh, no, it's the Guild. This happened earlier.
Oh, it's the Guild. Oh, like what happens if someone gets too drunk?
So we have a fabulous team of volunteers called Welcome Team, and they're out in force tonight in the pink t-shirts. And if something is a little bit worse for wear, then they'll get taken home by two Welcome Teamers, they'll get walked home, or they'll get a state patrol will give them a hand in getting home.
That's the dream, isn't it? If you're a bit too drunk, that is the dream. What's your dance move that you'd love to back out?
I don't know, like just
I love your tattoo, by the way. What is it of?
It's like a scary, like voodoo lady.
Scary. It won't put anyone off in the Lemmy, don't worry. So have you got a chat-up line you normally say to someone you want to get with?
My chat line is probably like, I think you're really good looking, so I'm gonna kiss you, and that's it.
Love that. Do you want to say it to the camera?
Okay, I think you're really good looking, I'm gonna kiss you.
That's probably made everyone's day.
3, 2, 1.
So what happens if someone gets too drunk here?
They get politely asked to leave.
What's the worst thing you've seen here?
Sick-wise is someone being sick all over the table, and they're going down their friends' dresses and jumpers and stuff like that.
What song do you want them to play in the Lemmy?
It's got to be AO by Tiger.
Ayo, have you got us a demo?
What do we want to say?
What's your name, sorry?
Harry.
What's a classic Harry night out?
You just gotta dance and just go out, really.
Do you want to dance for us? One move.
No, absolutely not.
One move?
I'm not in the club, mate. No.
He's not in the club, mate.
No.
Okay, fair.
Why is this going
This
so...
has gone awkward now.
This has gone really quickly.
Well, that night can only get better.
Because it was so amazing before?
No.
Yeah, okay, that is fair. Well, anyway, we are joined with a couple of people a little bit brighter than that night, with Sophie Lee and Rhiannon Willits. How are you two doing?
Great, thank you.
So,
yeah, not bad.
Just a bit of an explanation. What does RAG stand for? Not like liberty, like freedom and stuff. Like what does it?
So as a society, we just put on events throughout the year to raise money for charity. So our main aim is to raise money for charity, but it's also all about having fun, making friends and meeting new people and just getting involved with loads of different things.
Sounds great. And can you tell us maybe about the biggest project that you've got on?
Probably Jailbreak, like
Oh,
that's
yeah?
our biggest seller. They do that like all over the country.
What is that?
What is it?
So Jailbreak, you start off in Exeter and the like whole aim is just to get as far away as possible in like 56 hours, 36 hours. But you can't spend any money, so you have to completely fundraise your way or hitchhike your way as far away as you can get really. So it's like you're escaping from jail, but obviously.
And how far have people actually managed to get before?
Well, the furthest that our teams got last year was Turkey, and
Oh
they actually
my
got
God,
flights
that's
to
so
Turkey. I did it myself. I got to Cologne in Germany,
Wow.
and we were like stuck in like Folkestone service station in Kent for like 12 hours. And the fact that we were like, across the border was crazy.
Yeah, it can be pretty tough.
Wasn't it someone here that tried to get on a train and met Richard Branson on the train and then he paid for the trip?
Yeah,
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and we got flights to China or something.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that was here, but it
So
was
is that like the biggest event that RAG has going on throughout the year? Or is there anything like big and macro? I know you weren't a bit abroad.
Events here, but then we also have this thing called RAG Challenges.
Mhm.
So we have that's like our main income for the year. So we've got
Is that the Kilimanjaro?
yeah,
Sort of thing?
and
Yeah.
we've got like climbing Kilimanjaro, the Machu Picchu track. We've also got the Morocco track this year, and 3 Peaks Challenge, and the Budapest Marathon.
So you'd really say there ain't no mountain high enough for RAG this year?
We just asked the Sabs what their theme song was. Do you think that would be yours?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Or something about giving, probably.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have to get in there.
Doesn't have to involve mountains, not always.
So what can freshers look forward to this week that RAG is sort of setting up?
So we've got events going on all throughout the week.
Mhm.
Tonight we've got a pub quiz at the Ram, which is always really busy. Last year the queue was out the door, so definitely get there early for that.
Yep.
Tomorrow we've got a pub crawl, 90s theme. Wednesday, school days at the Lemmy, so dressed up in school uniform. I went to that in Freshers and it's really fun.
That sounds really fantastic so
Yeah.
far. Sounds like you're really, doing something to clean up the world. And speaking of cleaning up, students usually aren't very good at it, but happily I have made sure that we have a little feature to help students, get on with their washing. This is Washing with Adam. Well, I will only accept positive comments about that video. Really put my heart on the line there and trying to help. What do you guys think? Good, bad?
Yeah, it was good.
It's accurate, at least. It's accurate. It's not anything else.
So to come back, what is like the weirdest way that you guys have raised money? Like not to like the biggest sort of thing, but like the thing is like I would never do this anywhere else.
We've got the Undie Run. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh no, never.
So it's literally like
Otherwise, you might get involved, Adam. Do you think?
I think it would scar people for life. If it's what I think it is, but
it's around the forum. So you run like a kilometre. Basically in your underwear. It's pretty self-explanatory, raising money for Cancer Research UK. And I did it last year as well, and I can't run 100 metres. So I literally and I was the last person like to cross the finish line, and there's just like a video of me like crossing, and they're like, how'd you feel? I was like, yeah, great. Like I knew this was I wasn't expecting to come anywhere before last.
Well, I would like to join in on that.
Strange.
Like, it sounds like everything I hate. Me not in clothes and also running.
All the good things. Can I just ask you guys as well, if you could change one thing about the world? This is a bit more of a serious question,
So,
just
sort of
coming
like
from
the
the
Miss
Undie Run.
World kind of thing.
But yeah, what would it be if all the money that you're using? What would if you could change anything?
I suppose like it'd be really nice to just get everyone involved in like fundraising, because like some people, you know, would love like the opportunity to like raise money for kind of charities and things and passionate causes they're passionate about, but they just don't have the kind of like resources to do that. So that's why we try to like do so much for all students around the uni to kind of like engage them in ways that people like wouldn't have even thought to give to charity before. Like you know, it's not just like putting money in a bucket. There's so many things that you can do to actually like raise money, and that's kind of like why we do what we do, really.
So is it for like all the Oxford rejects that came here with a bit too much money in Daddy's bank account? Give it all to Rag.
Yeah, we have heard about kind of the big events that Rag are putting on, and also the kind of events that are on Freshers Week. But can you kind of give me an impression of what kind of scope you've got? So if people maybe are struggling with time commitments and they don't want to do massive amounts of fundraising, what kind of small events have you got?
We've got things like the Amsterdam hitchhikes, that's also hitchhiking like jailbreak, that's a bit of a lower fundraising target.
For like the round pub quiz every single Monday, like, that costs like £1 to like get involved. And it's kind of something just to do that's like fun anyway.
Can you give us a hint on any of the questions, just in case I want to turn up?
But it's on tonight, so if you want to head down there,
really good, I'll be there, so yeah.
And if you think maybe a skill that you've either developed just in university or in Rag itself, what do you think the biggest skill in university has been?
What do people have to look forward to from spending their next 3 years with Rag?
I think you definitely develop really good communication skills, because you're constantly like meeting people, talking to new people in different situations. Like you've got to be really creative and think of new ways to fundraise and stuff, and then through that you're meeting people, so you gain like confidence, and it's just you gain loads of skills. Like it's really fun.
That is really good, and actually that works quite well, because speaking of new people and being creative, we're going to go back to the forum with Matt Whittle and Helena Leslie while they talk to some more freshers.
And we're back. I'm Helena.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here with
Percy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Percy. I like that
You won't
name.
forget that name, will you?
No, I won't. It's a good one. Ancient as well. Perseus. Never mind. So what exactly are you doing today?
Well, I'm here to represent the police because, like as I said before, I am the friendly face of policing. And with my smile...
Fantastic.
Yes, I am the man. So basically, get to know me, get to know you, come to me for help, and, you know, great. We could be mates.
I like that idea. What particular areas are you working in?
Well, part of my catchment area is the university. So I wander through. Sometimes I run through. Right, but that all depends on if I'm chasing somebody or I just don't want to be here, which could be the case.
So have you had any, speaking of cases, have you had any hard cases in the forum, you know, any drug barons, any car chases?
Well, put it this way, I'm always up for, I'm always ready.
Okay.
I'm like a cooled spring.
Yeah.
What's
your move? Yeah, show us your biggest, your biggest move.
Probably my biggest move would have to be, get back!
Oh.
I like that. That's very interesting. Matt, can you reciprocate?
Well, get back!
Yeah. You've got it down pat.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So have you ever fired 2 guns whilst flying through the air?
No, I haven't. But
have you ever fired a machine gun whilst flying through the air?
We're not hot fuzz, you know that, don't you?
Have you ever thrown a knife into someone, stuck them in the wall, and then gone, stick around?
I apologise for any of his questions. They're very insensitive and intrusive, actually.
I just want to know, like, I just want to get into the heart of what makes you, like, you know, like the policeman that you are.
Yeah, I'm hoping to do some of those things, if I can. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm just stuck on the get back, really.
Okay, that is a good move.
I think before we go, we'd like to finish the song lyric. You up for
You
that?
okay with that?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Perfect.
Shall I go first?
Yeah,
Right.
you go start it off.
Heathcliff, it's me, I'm Kathy, I've come home now. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Is that
I love it. I love it. That was
Something like
good.
that, wasn't
Okay, now this, you might get this one. Let's see if you do. Have you ever thought just maybe?
I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Okay, it's Taylor Swift. So you guys need to get up to date.
Can we just, what year was that?
2000 and something.
Oh, really?
It's not our best stuff,
No.
Hey,
I'm all your
don't insult
90s,
T-Swissy.
80s,
She's the
90s,
dog.
Yeah. He knows, he knows. All right, well, thanks very much for joining us today. I hope you stop all the crime that you need to.
Get
And,
back!
Yeah, that you got the move done. I don't think I can do it quite right.
Get back!
That was a tough one. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Matt and Helena. Again, we're still here with Raise and Give. And we just want to ask you guys, how can freshers get involved in Raise and Give? We've heard about all the great things that you've got going on. Now, how can they get involved?
So we have FREPs,
Okay.
that's kind of like a term that we call in for ourselves. That's like fresher representatives, so we get like loads of freshers on board just to sell tickets to the events, but also kind of like do their own like mini kind of events themselves. So like at markets and stuff, they have stalls that they can like do anything they want really. So last year we kind of had like a wheel of fortune that you like come and you pay £1, you can win anything, and we like got the RAM to donate
Wait,
like
win anything?
vouchers.
Oh, you mean like anything within the rounds of? Okay, because I'm thinking those are amazing odds.
No, you don't win anything you want.
I've always wanted a unicorn.
We can just make it happen.
Power charity.
Other ways freshers can get involved are, well, we're going to be at base camp in the forum all of this week. So they can join RAG, they get a t-shirt like this.
And that's
they
just
can
outside the
wear
forum for people that might not know exactly where we're going.
Yeah, and then they can get involved with like event management and stuff. So we'll soon be recruiting our subcommittees. So each event has an event manager, and then they have a little subcommittee of people who will help them organise the event. So that's definitely a way freshers can get involved, especially if they want to like meet new people and get involved with organising some of the biggest events.
And you also collaborate with like other societies while you're doing that.
We are thinking about
Because I think RAG did with, I think it was last year with Children in Need and something like that. Like it was all one big like amazing sort of event. So certainly like you guys do, like probably the biggest influence on campus. How many members do you guys have?
I think we have about 800 members.
I'm pretty sure like isn't everyone a member of RAG like as soon as you join? So
Well, everyone wants a free t-shirt. Like at the freshers fair, like it's such good marketing.
So can't pay before they run out.
Like free t-shirts, sure.
they are really stylish. I think the only thing that might be better is the XTV stash. If you want
Maybe.
to get that, you'll have to join the society. But it is very, very stylish. Nice black little logo there.
Yeah, it's like the first 600 people that sign up with us at the Freshers Fair get a free t-shirt, so definitely make sure that you are get there early.
Great, well thank you. I think now we're about to head over to the weather.
Hello, today's weather is scattered showers, so if you plan on being outdoors for a long time, consider bringing something waterproof. However, it is quite windy on campus, but it's 17 degrees Celsius, so there's hope for us all yet. Back to the studio.
Well, thank you very much, James, and we can really only hope that the sun is shining whenever you guys are raising money for charity. But I think that might be, all the time that we have for this show.
Just about, I think. Yeah.
I know. Oh, we've still got 4 more to go.
We have. Well, the fun never stops, really, does it?
Well, thank you, Rhiannon and Sophie, for being with us. You've been an absolute pleasure to talk to.
Yeah,
and
all the best with all of your fundraising as well throughout the year.
And thank you to our Sabs as well, and thank you to the welcome team that are also here, that will be around. But, certainly thank you very much for being on. We hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have, doing it. But, I think...
Absolutely.
That's it. I mean,
and remember that you should keep up to date with your programs, because everything that you need throughout the week all of the events will be listed. So check out what's going on with RAG, check out what's going on with the other societies.
And remember to tune in to us tomorrow, 10 a.m, bright and early, as your hangover cure. But for that, I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Cara Ludlow.
And you stay classy, X to university, because this has been XTV's Freshers Week.
Thank you for watching.
We mostly stay classy.